Fine then. So once you've done the installation completely, so this is the login window that it's going to launch for you. From here that how we can take it, and from here that you have to go for others all the time. You have to go to the others and enter, and here that you have to put the username its root. Who are all already have done the installations that guys that they will be knowing this, and root is an admin here. In the Windows operating system that we have the admin account. Correct. So what is the function of the admin account? The one which we have in the Windows.
You have all the privileges.
Yeah, the one who has the full control in the operating system. If you wanted to configure or if you wanted to install it or install one, if you wanted to modify it or remove it, make sure that you have to be in the admin account. The same thing, if you come to the Linux, that you have to go for a root. Who is root then? Root is the admin here. Root is the admin. Just you have to go for the username it's root and enter the password. You will be known during the installations that you have set the password for this, that password that you have to give it. After giving the password, if you enter, now that I have taken the successful login here. Now I have taken the successful login. This is the window it's going to launch for you. This is the graphical window. Remember, the Linux operating system, it's a completely command-based operating system. But in the classroom setup, we have the graphical desktop. Okay, don't think that in the production server, we never have. In the production server, the login window, this is the window it's going to launch for you. You must be have already seen some YouTube videos or else some document you must be have refer. This is the window it's going to launch for you. And so let's come back to the graphical. Okay, so now I have showed you that which user I have logged in. You can see here in this corner, the user which I have logged in. So that I have logged into the root user. But how can I check from the command prompt? If you wanted to check from the command prompt, just you have to right click and open in terminal. If you wanted to open the terminal, just you have to right click and open in terminal. And from the command prompt that if you wanted to check that, the command that you have to run the who am I. If I run the command the who am I, it shows that for what user that I have logged in. You can see here that I have logged into the root account here. Root is the admin. Okay.
Basically, there's what's the current user there.
Yes. Now here in the graphical, yes, that whichever the server user that you have logged in, what is the user we are there that it shows. Now here I'm showing in the graphical, the same thing that I'm showing from the command prompt, I'm showing it. Okay. So the next one, can you see the date and time here? So if I go for the date, if I wanted to see that the date and time of the operating system, it's showing that May 13 and 4 o'clock, 46 minutes it's showing, which means that in my system, the date and time, it's not correct. Let's see from the command prompt. So if you wanted to see from the command prompt, the command that you have to run the date and enter. Can you see the date and time of the operating system? It's showing that and May 13 and 4 o'clock, 46 minutes it's showing. Now date and time, it's not correct. So what I have to do, I have to change it. If I wanted to change it to the graphical, it's very easy. Just clicking here and today's what? Today's 20th and select here and go to the edit and change the time here. But how we can do it from the command prompt? So for that you have to go to the command. So for that you have to go to the command, date, month, date, hour, minute, here .ss. It's a second. So this is a syntax. This is not the command that which I have given here. Just you have to go for the date, month, date, hour, minute, year, and .ss. It's a second that I have given. So this is a syntax that I have given here. Accordingly, that you have to go and change it. How I can change it? In my system, it's showing that the May 13th it's showing. No. Now, if I go for the syntax and change it, what is the month now? May. So don't give just 5. Always it has to be 2 digit. So 05 you have to give it. After that DD for date. Today it's what? Today it's 20th. After that hour, what is the time? It's 8 o'clock. I just give 08. Okay. So after that minutes, it's at 22 minutes. 8 o'clock, 22 minutes. Year 2024. And second, I just go for 05 second. Enter. Can you see the output here now? Now it shows that what? So May 20th, 8 o'clock, 22 minutes, 05 second, 2024 it shows. So this is how, with the help of this syntax that you can change it. See, if you're going to see that directly the number, do you understand anything? No, that is what, just you have to remember the syntax. Accordingly that you have to go and change the date and time of the operating system. Okay. So the next one, if you wanted to see that the calendar of the present month, that you have to go for a cal command. With the help of the cal command, you can see the present month calendar. The same way, if I wanted to see the entire year calendar, that you have to go for cal 2024. So that which it shows that the entire year calendar, and here I just enter. See here, that which it shows that the entire year that the calendar that I have got here, that is of 2024. It's not only the 2024 that which you can see. Suppose if you wanted to go for the couple of years back, I just go for 1947 and enter. Can you see that here in the year of 1947, August 15th, it falls on Friday. Which day and when it falls for the couple of years past as well on, you can check for future also. I just go for 2050 and enter. Now August 15, it falls on Monday. So like this, that you can see that the certain years past and future also, that you can see that the
Any particular date also we can find.
date command we have, no? The date command we have. So with the help of this, that we can check. Okay. So now I just run one command, ls, and enter. So what is the function of the ls command?
List all the.
List of what?
Which are then that I,
What is there?
like if I created it kind of folder or.
Yes, folder that is in Windows. Here we got is a directory. What are the files and directories that we have that it's going to list out? Then what is the full form of ls? List to sort. The full form of that, it's a list to sort with the help of that, which is going to list out all the files and directories in these locations, whatever we have. In these locations, whatever we have. Now, here that we have the multiple files and the multiple directories that we have. How do you find out which is the file and which is the directory? In the Windows, it's very easy. As soon as you log into the Windows server, by seeing that icon itself, you will get it. No, file icon is different, PPT icon is different, folder icon is different. But here that how we can check, so that is with the color combination. Now here that the one which we have with the black color, Anaconda file, Arun, install.log, install.syslog. The one which we have for, that all it's a file. Whatever you see with the black color, that all it's a file that we have. And here that whatever we have with the blue color, that all it's a directory. Directory in the sense how you have in the Windows, the folder is set. The same thing here we call it a directory file, we call it. Okay. So if someone is going to ask you, how do you identify which is the file and which is the directory? Don't tell this color combination. Since it's the first day of the class, I'm just telling with the color combination, but in the further classes, I will tell you technically how we can find out. Okay. Got it, the ls command? Okay. So just now, up to now that I have showed you that how you can log in and run the command that I have showed you. Clear with this? Okay. So let's start with the first unit. So the first unit, what we are going to do is, unit name it is get started with the genome graphical desktop. The first unit, it is a get started with the genome graphical desktop. And today itself, we cannot finish it the first unit. Today and tomorrow, we will be discussing about the single unit. So in this unit that we are going to discuss about completely how you can access the operating system. Okay, we don't have any technical stuff. 2-3 units, you don't have any technical, all small commands that you have. Don't bad the command, guys. It does not help you. See that all is a small commands and easy. If you start batting from the day one itself, you will find difficulty after a few days. Understand the concept and remember the commands of that. Okay. The first unit gets started with the genome graphical desktop. In this, completely we are going to discuss about the basic. How you can access the operating system. If you're in the graphical desktop, how you can access it, how we can access completely to the TUI. That all one by one we are going to discuss here. So the first one, tell me what is Linux?
It's a command-based operating system.
It's an operating system. So how we have the Windows operating system and the DOS operating system, the same thing that we have the Linux, that is a command-based operating system we have. Then what is the operating system? What is operating system? It is one software, is it? If you wanted to install the Windows, for that you have to have one software. Operating system is a software which interacts between application and the hardware. It is loaded in the memory. When computer is booted, remain active as long as machine is up. Okay. So now if you go for that founder of the Linux, who is that? Linus Torvald. Linustrovald. Linus Torvald, when he was studying second year computer in engineering in Finland. When he was studying second year computer engineering in Finland, he developed a first kernel. The version it was that in the year of 1991, 0.1, 1.0, 2.0, the different version has got launched. Okay. And next one, so we're going to see that the features of Linux. If you come to the features of Linux, we have the 5 features we have: multi-user, multitasking, open source, security, and everything's a 5. We have the 5 features we have: multi-user, multitasking, open source, security, and everything is a 5. Let's go for one by one. So the first one we have the multi-user. What is the meaning of multi-user?
Where we have
Hmm? Yeah. So what is multi-user?
same system with 5 people are logged in.
No, what is the meaning of multi-user?
Many users.
Yes. So assume, so now I have the 2 users that I have in the Windows. Now, as of now, one user is ABC, another user XYZ. As of now, I have logged into the ABC user. So if I wanted to switch to the XYZ, is that possible? Yes, we have the switch user option we have. Now, with the help of that, I can switch to the XYZ user. So once I switch to the XYZ, parallelly can I access ABC? Yes or no?
Yes.
How? You have to log out and log in from ABC. You have logged in, which you wanted to switch to XYZ. You have to log out ABC. Correct. So after that, you will get into the XYZ. When I'm in the XYZ, how I can access ABC? Which I have to log out that XYZ itself, which means that parallelly, which you cannot access multiple user. But here, if you come to the Linux, multiple users, you can log in one shot and access it. So as I have told you sometime back, if I wanted to check that which user I'm in, already you know this command that I'm in the root user. What are all the other users that I have in my system? That if you wanted to see that, you have to go for ls/home. Don't write down. ls/home. So if you go for this, so you can see that what all the other users that I have. I have 2 users in my system. Now there is a requirement. I wanted to switch to the Red Hat user. What I have to do? So for that, the command you have to go for su is the command for that. Su is a switch user. The command you have to go for su space hyphen space Red Hat, so that I'm switching into the Red Hat user. Now enter. After enter, if I run that my command, I'm in which user? I'm in the Red Hat user. Now I'm just going to open one more terminal here. Okay, so in this terminal, I have the requirement where I wanted to switch to the Arun account. Can you see here that I have one more user, Arun user? That if you wanted to switch to the Arun user, the command you have to go for su space hyphen space Arun and enter. Now, if I run the command, who am I? I'm in which user? I'm in the Arun user. See, in this terminal, you can access the Red Hat user. In this terminal, I can access the Arun user, which means that the multiple users that you can access it in one shot. For that, we call it as a multi-user. Okay, so after the usage of that, if you have the requirement, you will get into that user itself. After the usage of that, make sure, and after your work, you have to run the exit command. Exit is logout. Otherwise, no, after some time, if I try to log in for the same user, it says that I already logged in. You have to look into where you have logged in. Otherwise, you have to kill the process of that. Instead of that, after you've done the work, run the command that the exit, which you have come out from that. Here also, I'm just going to run the same. I've logged out. Once I log out, which user I have come back? Previously, which user you was there, for that user, you have come back. So this we call it, it's a multi-user that we call it. Got it? And there is no limit here. So you can go for the n number of users that you can log in one shot. Open multiple terminal and multiple users that you can log in. Next one.
We have 5 users and first user, second user, third user, like that, sequentially. So once we will exit, so firstly the 5 user will exit, then 4th user will exit. Then
No, that if you're going to do it from the same one single terminal, but I'm using the 2 terminals that here. So that you're telling that one by one, inside, if you're going to log out, as I said. But here I have taken 2 terminals here. Okay. So the next one, multitasking. What is the meaning of multitasking?
Perform various operations.
Yes, multiple operations can be performed in one shot. For an example, this itself, we will check the example. Now I have the 2 user. Assume that I have the 10 users here. One of the client I have given one command or skipped. They asked me to execute in all the 10 user. What is your plan? What do you do? So normally what we do, so we are going to log in for one user like this, our Red Hat user which I have logged in. Whatever the command and script which they have asked me to execute on all user one by one, I'm going to do it. It may take 2 hours to complete that activity. If you wanted to do it for 10 user, it takes 2 days of your shift. Correct. So to 5 minutes, 10 hours. So it takes 2 days of your shift. Instead of that, what you can do, open 10 terminals like this, log in for all the 10 user and run it in one shot. In next 2 hours, you can get it complete for all the 10 users. You got my point. So this record is a multi-user. Sorry, this record is a multitasking. Multiple tasks can be performed in one shot. Suppose sometimes if there is a dependency, they will mention that, okay, first do it for this user after completion of that next user. If there is a dependency, we cannot do anything. You have to one by one only, you have to do it. If no such instruction, so you can do it in one shot, you can do it. You can save a lot of time. This record is a multitasking record. Okay. So the next one, open source. What is open source?
Open to anyone can access.
Windows also, anybody can access. Do you have any restriction? Then, what is open source?
Open source, that means any kind of software or any kind of thing which we want to access, just like node modules or something like that.
Windows also same function can do.
I think it's like read, write, edit, access. It's like open source.
That is a permission.
The code of the OS is available.
Okay. It's free of cost. Open source, it's a free of cost. OS is free. Okay, Windows is free. Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, is that free?
Previous, not the current version, previous version.
Previous version also, it's not free.
Without the key, they can use.
That is that we can do it. See now for an example. So I will buy one new system today. It's a raw system. I wanted to install Windows. What is your plan? You have to buy the OS. You have to online, you can buy it. Otherwise that you have to go for some service center. Now for the Windows 11, they're charging for more than 5,000 rupees for the OS itself. Okay. You have to pay and you have to buy. Along with the DVD, they will give the product key. With the help of that, you can install it. Otherwise, you will get it in the Google, the trial version, which you can use it approximately 45 days or 50 days, like approximately 1.5 months you can use it. After that, it will stop work. If you wanted to use it for a long time, what do? We will call for some of our friends and take the crack version where we install and use it for a long time. But if you come to the Linux, it's free. You no need to call to somebody and ask. Just go for the website and download it and you can install it. Download it and you can install it. It's a free operating system. So whatever the version you want, you can just go for the Google and download it and you can install it. Now we are using the Red Hat. Likewise, that we have the Fedora, CentOS, Kali Linux, SUSE, Ubuntu, all the other flavors we have, whichever you want, download and you can install it. Okay. So we don't have any such restrictions. Okay, you have to pay this amount. No. It's a completely free operating system. Just you can download and install it. So next one, let's say next one, it is a security. Why people use that from Windows to Linux? Why they're going to migrate it? For an example, till yesterday, I'm having one server. Till yesterday, I was using one of the Windows server. Today, I have changed to Linux. Why?
Linux works with the commands.
In Windows also, we have commands.
The server is inside of it.
Inside?
There is a command line.
No, I'm asking complete OS itself, I have changed it. Windows is removed. I have installed Linux. Why that I have installed it?
Because of the features of multitasking and multi-usage.
Only for that.
Security.
Security. What security? Huh?
Data.
Data. Okay. Then see, compared to the Windows, Linux is very secure. We have the many concepts we have. In that we have a course called the SC Linux. SC Linux stands for Secure Enhanced Linux. In this, that where they're going to teach that completely about how and all that you can secure the operating system. We have the complete course on this. It's very difficult course. If you wanted to go for this SC Linux, you have to have good hands-on experience in the Linux operating system. Hacking knowledge you have to know, scripting knowledge you have to know, networking knowledge you have to know. Then only you will understand the concept of that, which is there in the SC Linux. There is one course also, there is an exam also on this. Clear the exam, it's very difficult. If you clear the exam, that you will be in architect level. Okay, so which means that, so compared to the Windows, Linux is very secure. And one more thing, it is a command-based operating system. So if I'm going to log into any of the server and give it, if you don't know the command, you cannot access it. It's a completely command-based operating system. In the overall Linux that we have nearly 7,000 to 8,000 commands we have. Okay. Next one. It is compared to the Windows, Linux is very secure. And here that we have the virus-free operating system. In Windows, when you're accessing, and I'm just going to give one pen drive for you to copy some document. So will you be able to copy directly from the pen drive to your system? Or you will scan it and copy? Why you scan it? Yes, if there is a virus in that, what happens that? So we are scared. If virus gets copy again, you will be in trouble when you're accessing the operating system. That's what all the time that we have to scan it. If you wanted to scan it in your system, you have to have antivirus. For that also have to pay. So approximately 1,000 rupees change for 1 year plan. But here in the Linux, it's a virus-free operating system. Okay, so if you antivirus is not required. Don't think that we don't have the antivirus. We have the antivirus. In some certain servers, depend on some requirement, then only they install it, not for all the servers. Okay, so the next one, we can customize it according to the requirement. For an example, now you have that in the Windows operating system, My Computer. In the My Computer, you can see that C drive, D drive, E, F. If you go for the C drive, have seen that there are some documents, some program file, configuration, bootable file, it's present. Is it possible to modify? Or forget about the modify. Is that possible to access whatever is there in the C?
No.
Most of that which you cannot access it. You have a lot of restriction over there. So might be you have logged into the admin account, but still you cannot see the data of that. Okay, suppose if you forcefully open it, it shows something like encrypted form. But if you come to the Linux operating system, any of the concept, if I feel that, okay, it should not work like this, it should work in the different format or different way in the sense, in the certain configuration files that you have to modify it. Once you modify it, according to that, you will be able to access it. So this is also that one of the feature we have. Here, we don't have such restriction that file cannot be accessed. When you're in the root user, all the file can be accessed here. Okay, the last one, it's a everything's a file. If you come to the everything's a file, each and everything that we're going to call it is a file. Here we have the file system architecture. Once I come to the file system unit, I will give them more details on that. Okay, so as of now, we have seen that the 5 features we have seen. Multi-user, what is the command for that? Multi-user, how do you switch? SU is the command. If you wanted to come out, exit is the command. Multitasking, multiple applications, command or whatever. Open source, they're free of cost. And security, multiple example I have given. Everything's a file. Each and everything that we called is a file. Okay, so the next one, and I'm just going to show you some commands here. If you wanted to see the architecture of the operating system, the command you have to go for uname --m. It shows the architecture. I have the 64-bit architecture I have here. And if you, I just have a couple of commands for this. All the 4 commands. What? Now only started the class. Think about 1 month later.
So why specifically it's going as uname --,
That is the command to have the system details.
let's say for date, you had this date, for change date or to list change directory, it is CD. Likewise, so it has the person's second. So to find the architecture, the command is totally different. So is it?
No, we have,
specifically like
no, uname itself, it stands for, now if I go for the man page, see here. What they have given in the first line. Print system information. With the help of that, we can have some information of the operating system. So for that, we have to go for the uname command. We have the multiple options. So just I'm telling, just remember the one option, uname --m. It shows the architecture of the operating system. We have the 64-bit architecture. Okay. If I wanted to know that what operating system I'm using it, just you have to go for uname --o. O for operating system and enter. Can you see here? I'm using the Linux operating system. But before that, what you have GNU, about the GNU, we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay. And the next one, I just go for that N. N, it's a name. What is the name of the system? My system name, it is localhost.local domain. This is the name of my system. Otherwise, that you can run the hostname command also. Otherwise, I can run the hostname command also. That way I can see the system name here. And the next one, I just go for A option, A for all. Instead of going for this, all the multiple option, no, just remember the one option that is A. U namespace -A. If you go for this, you can see that what is the operating system I'm using it, what is the name of the system, and here that we have the kernel version you can see, and here the architecture we can see what desktop I'm using it, what operating system I'm using it. All I can see together here. With the help of this U namespace -A, we can see that the complete details over here. Clear? So this is all about this, the features of Linux and some couple of commands that I have given here. Any question in this?
So initially you shown 2 users, Arun and Hacker. But the users were already by the
No.
you created.
You have installed it, sir.
Correct.
At the end of the installations that you have created one user, that is only one user it shows. If you go for in your system, I have given 2 user.
Okay.
I have created one user, later I have created one more. So in your system, it shows only one name. With that, you can practice it today with the help of SU command. Any question?
You have logged out for this data. Are you able to play with the users?
Yeah, obviously. I'm in the root account, no, everything can be done. When you're in the root user, all the functions can be get it done. If I wanted to delete it, the command you have to go for user space -r Arun and enter. Now, if I go for ls space /show user, it's not there. Okay. No. You can create it again in the same name, but this existing one, no. That once you delete it, it's gone.
Same name must be there.
Yeah, no. But same name already assume now I have already Arun. In the same name, one more Arun cannot be created. As per his question, I have already deleted. Again, in the same name, you can create one more. Okay. Parallel, you cannot have in one shot with the same name.
Can I able to rename it? That's also possible.
All commands I will tell you when I come to that concept. This is one big concept we have. You have to wait another 3-4 days for this concept. How to rename it, how to create it, how to delete it, how to lock it. There are many commands in this. Okay. Any question in this concept, the one which I have taught today? Clear?